What's good, Grateful family? Good morning to everyone around the world. I'm Grateful Dave. Got my cousin Papa Dennis in studio today. It's always a good time when Papa Dennis is in the building. Got the daily verse coming here shortly. Then we'll be getting to the sports or the rundown. Shout out to my sponsor, my newest sponsor, Riverside, and also Sugarcane Sweet Shop. Again, thank you all for your love and support. Looking forward to our continued growth and success over the next couple of years, coming years, or whatever time it is, just like I mentioned yesterday. Today is today. You got my sponsors today. We got life today. We're going to keep it moving. So, like I said, Daily Verse is coming here shortly. Then the Sports Huddle Rundown. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good one. It's always a good one with me and Papa in the studio. And let's get into it. Daily Verse for the date of January 17, 2026, derives from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And it states as follows. And stop being molded by this system of things, but be transformed by making your mind over, so that you may prove to yourselves the good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Amen. And again, that's from the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. So, this system we have been given, this world we have been given, in this state is, ran by Satan. He constantly wants to, mold us in his wicked image, if that makes sense to people. But we have to be molded by the will of God, just as it pointed out in the book of Romans chapter 12, verse 2. So it's not an easy thing to do, but when you put your mind to it, your heart, align with the love of God, and you give him all your love and you love him first, it's going to come together. So looking forward to it. Many people to continue to be able to put on that new personality, myself, many others, but it takes one day at a time. So that's why each day is truly important, because we get that opportunity. So let's get into it. Sports Huddle Rundown. Rundown this morning is as follows. Again, we have a very anticipated NFL divisional round. Right, we got the 2 number 1 seeds back on the scene this week, trying to hold down that number 1 seed. Just the same way they got it during the regular season. So looking forward to that. College football playoff championship. Right, Monday night is going down. Miami Gardens is gonna be lit. The city gonna be turned. Right, college football playoff is here. We're looking for a new champion will be crowned. Either the Big Ten will repeat, or the ACC will get their foot in the door, and it's been a very long time. The NBA season, the Unrivaled League, the National Hockey League, NCAA men's and women's top 25. So let's get directly into it, and let's talk about this upcoming divisional round in the NFL. I'm looking forward to it. So, divisional matchups kick off later on today. Bills Broncos give us the first game of the afternoon today at 4:30 p.m. on CBS. I mean, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, right? The Bills get over this hump against the Jaguars, everything in front of them, right? No Patrick Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson, no this and that. They get over this Broncos hump. I mean, I think Super Bowl is inevitable unless they, run into the Texans, and then we shall see. But I still think the Bills can beat any of these teams in the playoffs right now, right? Like we talked about, you got Josh Allen. The defense showed up last week. The offensive line was a little shaky, you know what I mean? Because Jacksonville was all over Josh Allen. But other than that, like, the defense showed up. They're playing their best football at the right time. That's what the playoffs is about. So now we get to see this Broncos team, a Sean Payton-led team, a head coach who has Super Bowl victory, has playoff experience. But now you come in with this fresh quarterback, right? He did have playoff experience last year. They went to the wild card game and they lost. I forgot who they lost to.
I think was it Buffalo last year?
I don't know. Maybe
it might have been. I'm gonna look it up though.
But here we are again. Bo Nix, Broncos at home, feeling good, feeling confident, number 1 seed, right? Been in a lot of tough, gritty games all year. Found a way found a way to win 14 of those gritty games, and just sitting here looking to prevail and again hold down that number 1 seed, right? The AFC playoffs has to go through Denver. Now here they are.
Check this out, Cuzzo.
Go ahead.
Last year, Broncos played the Bills in the playoffs. They got stomped on. 31-7.
And they was in Buffalo, right? Because they was a wild card. Yeah, they was in Buffalo.
Yeah. Now they got stomped on.
Now look how the tables.
This is a completely different team now.
Now look how the tables have turned. It's gonna be a good one. I mean, these next 4 games over this weekend, cousin, are about to be I mean, we've been talking about it all year. This is probably the most anticipated playoff and the best playoff we'll probably see in a long time, right? Just because you don't have the normal, you don't have the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs being the best team. You don't have the Jalen Hurts and the Eagles team being the best team, right? You have a consistent team in the Rams representing the NFC, but other than that, all these and 49ers, but other than that, all these other teams kind of, fairly new in the mix. The Bears, we haven't seen them since 20,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it was, you know what I mean, since the double donk year.
It's been a long time.
Then you got the Seahawks, right? You ain't seen them in a while, right? So who's gonna come out on that number one top? Who's gonna come out on top, right? A lot of things are riding in this, and a lot of a mix up could happen, right? You got one number two seed, you got two number one seeds, and you got some lower seed. You got two number two seeds. You got the Patriots and Bears, they both advanced, and then you have the Texans, which is a lower seed. You got the Rams, which is a lower seed. You got the Bills. So if they knock off these bigger teams, the home game scenarios get mixed up. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on. But Bills Broncos, like you said, the Broncos, they remember that bad taste they had in their mouth last year from the beat down the Bills put on. Right now, the Bills know, hey, tables have turned. We got over a hump in the wild card. Jags was a hot team, a dark horse to be able to go on a run in the playoffs. Hey, not Jaguars. Bill said, hey, we put that horse down. Don't worry about it. Jaguars back to the zoo. Got it done. Right now, they head to Mile High. Right, they head to a place they could play. They're familiar with that type of frigid weather. Right, you know what I mean. But this Bo Nix team is different. Like you said, just Sean Payton in his second year or third year with them? Second year,
I believe this is his second year.
second season. Yeah, he got them right where they want to be at. Right, everything is in front of them. They have to take care of business at home. Right, they have to show up and be the same type of team they were all year round. Don't quit. Right, fight to the end, and we shall see who comes out on top. But I can't. Like I said, the Bills. The Bills, everything is in front of them right now. They know this is the best chance they ever have to reach the Super Bowl and finally get Josh Allen a ring, right? So, what's the game plan? The run game was horrible last week. You're going into a team that plays the run pretty well. The Broncos defense is legit, right? All three levels, right?
He's going into his third year. He got there in 2023.
Okay. So, like I said, the Bills ran the ball bad last week. I know that their emphasis should be trying to get James Cook more involved in this offense this week in those running backs. But the O-line got to play better. Like I said, they played horrible last week. I mean, they could not keep Josh Allen off the ground. He got sacked. Let me see how many times he got sacked last week. I know at least 3 times for me seeing the game. You know what I mean? But let's see here. Let's see how many times Josh Allen got sacked. So the Jaguars defense had how many sacks? 1? No way. And it was about it seemed like he was on the ground so many more times. I don't know, man, but I mean, he was just under pressure. He was under pressure. Like, every time I saw him, he was out the pocket scrambling off tempo. You know what I mean? Even though he had a pretty efficient game, he went 28 for 35, but it just seemed like he was uncomfortable back there. But Josh Allen do Josh Allen things. You know what I mean? So, but they still got to play better in the run game, though, right? It just seemed like the other Allen guy from the Jaguars, the DN. It just seemed like he was back so many times, bro. Like, it was. I mean, I could have swore I seen more than one sack, but that's what it said on the stats. So, but yeah, man, it's just they gotta emphasize the run game more against this type of offense in Denver, because they want to keep them off the field. Denver want to keep Josh Allen off the field, and Josh Allen then want to keep Bo Nix them off the field. So it's going to come down who had a better run game, who can stop the run, and who plays clean, right? Penalty free.
You knocked it. You hit everything right there. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know you hit everything right there, because you just said it. Really, it is going to be the run game. The Bills have to do better against the run. Like, the Broncos aren't the best, but they can get it done on the ground. And on top of that, Bo Nix, he can be mobile when he want to be. So they got to be able to shut down that mobility from him, because they do struggle sometimes against a rushing quarterback. But they got to do better on the run. And you have to get to Bo Nix, because this team does not give up sacks. Like, you cannot get to that quarterback at all. If I'm correct, I believe they don't have a lineman that's given up over 3.5 sacks this year. But here's a tricky thing about every single playoff team we have right now. Everybody in the playoffs has a winning record on the road. Like, every road team has a winning record on the road. like more than 5 wins. If I'm correct, I think the Bills got like 6, 7 wins on the road. So they are comfortable playing in hostile environments.
It's gonna be some good games. So who you taking? Bills, Broncos. Who you taking?
Oh, I already told you, man. I'm biased towards Josh Allen, dog. If you got Josh Allen, you got a chance, and then they can figure it out. They know how to play in any type of weather.
Right.
Playing in Denver will be no problem. You have a great defense. That's cool. We're used to physicality. We have Josh Allen, and you have to stop him too.
Right.
Like if he decides to put the ball on the ground and run, then you have to really stop him.
Right.
But man, yeah, I just feel like this is the moment. I feel like this is the moment. He's looking at the Lombardi, dog. Like
Right.
this is your time.
Right. Yeah. I agree. That's why I'm taking the Bills as well, because this is the best opportunity he has. Like, when are you going to see a playoffs without Patrick Mahomes again? When are you going to see a playoff without Lamar Jackson again? Like, it's rare. It's rare. I don't see these
When are
teams.
you gonna see a playoff without Joe Burrow again?
Right. I mean, it's been a
Even
while.
though we've seen it consistently,
Right. It's
but
been a while, but yeah, I mean, yeah. So we shall see. And then his future. What are he going to do? So yeah, I mean, this is the best chance Josh Allen and the Bills have to at least reach the Super Bowl, right? I mean, take one day at a time. You talking about he looking at Lombardi, he looking at the Broncos, right? You know, he looking at what do I have to do to go 1-0 this week? Because if they go 0-1, oh my goodness, you think
I
about
know they out.
you talking about the talks. Oh, this was Josh Allen's best chance. This was, especially if he play bad. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? I mean,
Mhm.
like they gonna be ripping him apart, man. But nah, you know what I mean.
Nah, but I'm sorry, continue.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it's not gonna be easy. This Broncos team is they are not going to just roll over. Like,
Oh, of course not.
and honestly, I want the Bills to win just because of, Josh Allen's ability to go forward and have another chance to be successful in this playoff run and have a shot to at least reach the Super Bowl, right? Something that he'll be able to have over the Lamar Jackson, even if you don't win, something he'll be able to have over. That's it, because Joe Burrow being he lost too, but what I mean. Josh Allen has to be there. He at least has to get there, right? He hasn't played in the Super Bowl yet. He's had a couple in the AFC Championship appearances, but he's never got over that hump. So I want him to win for that point. But I slick feel like the Broncos are gonna come, put a whooping on people. I feel like the Broncos have evolved to the Indiana Hoosier team in the NFL. Like
I can see that.
these guys be overlooked. These guys, all year they just chop and chop and chop and chop, and now they've had time off. They've rested. They've gotten healthy. Sean Payton is going to unleash these guys. Sean Payton is a great offensive mind coach. He's going to bring wrinkles. And like I said, the Bills' defense is still a big question mark. Yeah, they played well enough last week against the Jaguars, well enough because they allowed 24 points, but they were flying around, right? I mean, maybe that's who I thought was getting sacked a lot. Trevor Lawrence. I mean, they were getting to the quarterback. Let me see how many sacks the Bills had. I know I was seeing quarterbacks on the ground for sure. So let me go see here. The Bills had one sack. What is going on here? Like, bro, it just seemed like people's on the ground so much more. Like, but whatever.
It's just quarterback pressure, quarterback hits.
Right. Maybe.
And they getting the ball out.
Right.
It's
Yeah. I mean,
you
yeah.
got to get that ball out, man.
Well, yeah. So I don't know, because like I said, I'm going with the Bills just because of the path that Josh Allen has to take. I ain't gonna say least resistance, because it's still an NFL. You're still gonna get the best out of every team, right? Just imagine you beat a Broncos team, right? Then you have the Texans beat the Patriots. You have to face the best defense in the league again. Like, this is a gauntlet that he's going through. Like, so if you got over a hump over a hot Jaguars team. Now, if you get over a hump over a hot Broncos team, okay. But then if the Patriots win, you got to go. You know what I mean? Road games are tough consistently to win in the NFL on the road in the playoffs. So if they do that and find a way to get to the Super Bowl, that'll be amazing. But taking the Bills just for that point. But we shall see how it turns out. Looking forward to it today, 4:30 p.m. on CBS. It's going down, or Paramount Plus, or however you watch.
Yeah. Now, cuz let me say this too. Now, if Josh Allen gets through this gauntlet and gets to the Super Bowl, there should never be an asterisk about, well, Patrick Mahomes was not there, because look at the teams, like you said, that he'll have to go through
Right.
on the road
On the road
to get there.
right.
So, yeah,
I don't believe in that asterisk stuff, because I think it was years where him and Patrick Mahomes faced up and Josh Allen not play him in the playoffs. It just, those Chiefs, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. They just make those plays, get in position. You got Travis Kelce. You got all these type of guys who have been in these positions before, who know how to play high level football in times where it mattered the most. And, that's what has been a weakness for the Chiefs for the Bills versus the Chiefs. But you know, even that, what I'm trying to remember.
Most of their playoff encounters have been close games
Oh, no,
anyway.
for sure. But I was thinking he beat them one year in the playoffs, but I guess not. Oh,
Nah. He can't get over that's the hump right there.
okay,
That was the hump,
okay.
beating Mahomes in the
Yeah,
playoffs. He dominated him in the regular
I know
season.
they faced each other a few times in the divisional round, and then they faced each other. I want to say in the AFC Championship once or twice. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah. So looking forward to it, man. But yeah, he get through this gauntlet. He find a way to win the Super Bowl. It's no way. People were like, oh, it's no Patrick Mahomes. So they've been playing bad all year. What was the Chiefs want to do in the playoffs against them? You know what I'm saying? They haven't been a good team all year, right?
I'll just look at the gauntlet, like,
Exactly.
that's a serious gauntlet to go through on the road.
Right, and then whoever he's facing in the Super Bowl, they get there. Like, no, bro, like this is not NFL is not no cakewalk. Right? These guys are the best of the best in the world at this sport, and no matter who get in front of you, it's not gonna be easy to beat them. So we shall see. Like I said, looking forward to this matchup, 4:30 p.m. today, NBC or CBS or Paramount Plus. And then tonight, 8 p.m. on Fox, man, the Seahawks game, right? Seahawks 49ers, NFC West divisional matchup. A matchup that we just seen a couple weeks ago for not only for the number one seed, but for the NFC West title. And the Seahawks got it done. So now here we are back again, full circle. Man, me honestly, the Seahawks are my favorite to win the whole thing. Just because they are constructed how we were last year, right? Defense is ferocious, fly around to the ball. You don't got to blitz. The front four go get to you, right? They can stop the run. They got great secondary. Then you look to the other side. The run game is good. They got receivers all around the field, right? Sam Darnold, and that's gonna be the biggest question mark. How is Sam Darnold gonna play? How's Sam
I heard
Darnold
that
gonna
he might be dealing with an injury, but he's still expected to play.
Well, I mean, he better because this is the playoffs. 'Cause, you know what I mean? I don't who is that backup? I don't even know, but you know, I
I
mean,
don't think it matters
I'm
in
not
this
sa I'm not
situation,
saying
but
they have a chance if the backup come in, and I'm not saying they don't, but Sam, you gotta play, buddy. You done had 2 weeks to get whatever you need to get to that's lingering together, and you better fight through it. I know they done had some discussion with the doctors of game plans, of things they can be able to do to help him out or whatever he's dealing with, but bro, this is it. This is the playoffs.
good old Drew Lock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't I don't know, but Sam Darnold gotta play, and when Sam Darnold plays, he has to play well because it's gonna be an instance just like how the Eagles were last week. Defense making plays, and if your offense is not capitalizing and scoring touchdowns, the 49ers are gonna win because they're gonna keep chugging, just like you said, that little engine that could. They like to train that, oh, you think can't make it up that hill, but it just keep going, just
Mhm.
chugging along. So, yeah, man, Sam Darnold's performance is gonna be key to a victory for the 49 for the Seahawks. But if he can't,
Now he has an oblique injury now.
what is that, stomach?
Nah, it's like
Um,
right there on that.
what is that, side back? What is that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Side.
Man, you
Yeah.
better hey, man, like I said, I know they've
Yeah,
had
just keep him upright.
medical, uh what is that, meetings. They've had these things about how they can help him, right? I'm pretty sure he has some extra padding or something, but bro, this the playoff. You gotta fight through this, bro. Like y'all didn't work all season to get here to be number one seed and cough the way to the 49ers. If you wanted to do that, you should have just let them win like a couple weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like, shoot. But yeah, man. I don't know. Like I said, the Seahawks are my favorite just because how they constructed, but Sam Darnold's the big question mark. Not only about his injury, but how his performance will be. Right. I expect the what's the guy's name? The 49ers to come out and play well, right? Those a big thing for them last week too was those unknown guys, quote unquote unknown guys stepped up big. Right. And I expect them to be able to do that again this week. Right. They found ways to get Christian McCaffrey involved in all type of ways.
Heavily.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Then the void without George Kittle, I know
Kittle.
they game plan differently this week, right? Expect a lot of more use check. Expect a lot of more of these other guys to be able to step into these roles and make plays for the 49ers. So Seahawks
Bro,
really
you wanna know what's crazy?
go ahead.
Now that tight end that's behind George Kittle, I heard he had a couple like 60-yard games this season and he got like 5 TDs on the year. So he gets used in the offense. So we
Mhm.
might see a ramp up.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Got to. All hands on deck. All hands on deck, baby. So, yeah, man,
They
like
have
I
a
said,
great next man up mentality.
oh, for sure. The 49ers are a truly tremendous resilient team, right? Tremendously resilient. Found a way, to go on the road, knock out the defending Super Bowl champions. They're feeling good. Momentum is there, right? This is an opponent they're familiar with, right? And the Seahawks, and they feel confident they can beat them. But
Yeah.
how is the Seahawks going to respond, right? The run game has to be there today, right? They got to lean on Walker. They got to lean on Walker. Defense got to fly around. I'm not worried about the defense. The defense is, I mean, them guys are just different. Like,
Beast.
you know what I mean? So, um, yeah, man, this is just the time of the year where you got to step up, right? Can Sam Darnold play clean? As you mentioned, can their offensive line keep him upright? And because the 49ers D line really not that good. You know what I mean? They really not
Mhm.
that good. So you have an advantage there in the trenches. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Your defense gonna create turnovers? I truly believe so. If my defense can create turnovers, I'm pretty sure that defense can create turnovers, but are they gonna capitalize and score touchdowns? That's why the 49ers in the divisional and we at home. You know what I mean? We need to convert touchdowns. But yeah, man, looking forward to it. So taking the Seahawks just because again how they're structured for a Super Bowl run. But Sam Darnold's that question mark. What's your take?
Ah. Well, you already hit it on the mark with that. But I'm still gonna rock with the 49ers, dog, man. It's because hey, Shanahan just out here just kind of like what's the word I want to use? I don't know. He's just doing some great coaching. The whole organization, next man up mentality. I can't even tell you how many injuries they had. They've had as many injuries as the Detroit Lions had last year alone, and look how far they have gotten this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like that right there is amazing. Brock Purdy, I read a ridiculous stat. If I'm correct, he's like 4-0 against the Seahawks.
Boy, they just lost a couple weeks ago. So
Brock Purdy, though. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I read a ridiculous stat.
Brock
I
Purdy
don't know where we get.
played. He played them a couple weeks ago.
Oh well, then hey, NFL, y'all need to fix your Facebook page.
Yeah, they lost. Yeah, he played against them. I would think so. He played. I'm pretty sure he did though. When they played him a couple weeks ago for the conference, the title.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, yeah. Seahawks walked away with that right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Brock Purdy played. Yeah, he was 19 for 27, one interception. They beat him 13-3. Yeah, so
So
on
they
the
beat him
road too.
13-3.
Like the Seahawks were on the road, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. The Seahawks were
Well, the Seahawks has been a great road team for like the past 2 years.
right. So do you think that's yeah? They was on the road. So do you think that's something that stiffs them here as well? That they don't play as good at home, that they could potentially lose.
Well, they still have a winning record at home. Of course, they can still potentially lose. These teams know each other very well.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is just the resiliency of the 49ers. I like the Seahawks. Don't get me wrong. I really do. The 49ers, like you said, their front seven is not the best. They're ranking at the bottom of the league in a lot of categories. But it's like, look what they do, man. They just go out here and they find ways to win. Kyle Shanahan just keep getting better and better. He wants to go back to the Super Bowl and try to claim a victory again. Brock Purdy, he can do what he wants. But Christian McCaffrey, that's going to be the key, of course, as always.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that wide receiver name? Was it DeMarco Robinson?
Oh,
What's the wide receiver name? Hold on right quick. I got you.
I know they have Greg Jennings and they got somebody else over there.
Greg James been doing his thing, but it's another guy.
The guy who, yeah, he was going crazy last week against us. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I think his last name was like Robinson.
yeah, bro was
Hold on real
going
quick.
crazy. But I'm taking the
Yeah, and
Seahawks.
I heard Ricky Parcells is back too. I heard.
Okay, well that's good for them. That's good for them. So yeah, so I'm taking the Seahawks. You taking the 49ers?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the 49ers, man.
Yeah, well, you did right last week, and then you switched it up because you tried to hype me up. You know what I mean?
I ain't trying to hype you up, man. I had new information.
No, he ain't no new me. Yeah, you did. You trying to hype me up. It's all right. It's all right.
No, man. I'm trying to hype. I wouldn't do you like that.
Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't
did.
hype you up just to have you tear down.
Yeah,
like
yes,
that.
you would. He said around the money. Yes, you would. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
Well, I wouldn't do you like that.
They did it to
man.
themselves anyway, cuz it's okay. You know you did. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. So yeah, 49ers Seahawks.
Marcus Robinson. There we go. My bad.
49ers Seahawks tonight, 8 p.m. on Fox. He got the 49ers. I got the Seahawks. We both got the Bills. Won't be surprised if the Broncos handle business. Then we'll be talking next week about what went wrong and would Josh Allen ever reach the Super Bowl. Because if he don't get it happen this year, I don't know, cuz guy come back with a vengeance. But we'll talk about it. So be on the lookout for next week, and we'll get the results of this playoff divisional round. Texas Patriots. Who you got? Tomorrow, 3 p.m. on ESPN, ABC.
I want to take CJ Stroud, but he just makes too many mistakes.
Because that's that asterisk, that question mark again. He had 5 fumbles. Like, it's just
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I want to take CJ Stroud and them Houston Texans, but it's just like CJ Stroud makes way too many mistakes, and New England has just basically ramped up.
oh, yeah, for
Like
sure.
they ramped up. That defense went crazy.
Yeah, no,
So yeah, Drake May. I believe Drake May is taking that one.
yeah,
I'm sorry. I just can't trust CJ Stroud. I can trust the Houston Texans defense
yeah,
in every way.
that's yep.
I don't know if I can trust CJ Stroud right now with this moment.
That's my mindset there exactly, because the quarterback play is so essential in the playoffs. Like, if you don't have any type of quarterback play in the regular season and you win games, it's okay. Playoffs, your quarterback has to play well, and the defense the defense scored 16 points in the fourth quarter, or I mean, they scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter against the Steelers. The offense didn't do
Yep.
that. He had
Yep.
5 fumbles. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sold on CJ Stroud. Not sold on. I'm not sold on him. I don't know what type of performance he's gonna have. Like you say, he makes too many mistakes, too loose with the ball, obviously, right? Maybe
Yeah, and the Patriots, they'll take those turnovers and they'll convert those to points. This is a different team.
they'll score touchdowns for sure. Are you enjoying today's episode? This episode of the Grateful Gab Podcast is proudly sponsored by Sugarcane Sweet Shop. At Sugarcane Sweet Shop, every dessert is made with love, creativity, and a sprinkle of sweetness. From the signature cookies and cupcakes to custom cakes for every occasion, Sugarcane is available to make your moments a little more special. Follow them on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at Sugarcane Sweet Shop to see what's fresh from the oven. And don't forget to treat yourself today. Yeah, man, I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm taking the pictures. And the crazy thing was, the whole ESPN crew the other day everybody took the Texans. Like, did y'all not see the game from CJ Stroud? You all defense wins championships, yes, but you have to have an offense that complements them in some type of way. Like, look, example last week, example the Eagles all year long. Like, we sucked in the second half and we still won 11 games because of the defense help, the defense performance, right? I mean, we had
But
2 takeaways last week and we scored 6 points. Like, come on, bro.
so they're saying that the Texans are like everybody took the
Everybody,
Texans over the Patriots?
everybody took the Texans over the Patriots, yeah.
I
I don't agree. Like, yes, do I think the Texas defense is elite? For sure. But CJ Stroud, what are you gonna bring to the table? What
I
how
don't know what Kool-Aid they drinking because it's not Kool-Aid. They might be drinking Crystal Light without some sugar,
Yeah, they drink
but this
something.
is not Kool-Aid right here. This is a different New England Patriots team, and they're at the helm of it is a great quarterback. Drake May came in and he's taking the organization by storm. They found their franchise quarterback. He's in the running for the MVP. They have an offense that can beat you any kind of way. They have a defense that's aggressive, and basically they're bringing back the Patriots way
Mhm,
with a former Patriots player as the coach.
mhm,
And if I'm correct, I believe he got a Super Bowl with them too.
yep,
So now you have a Super Bowl winning head coach that used to play for the organization, knows how to dial it up in the playoffs because he's been there and he's seen it
mhm,
from firsthand point, like from first person point of view. So we need to reassess this thing
right,
of just because the Texans have the number one defense in the league.
right,
It's going to take more. This is not a pushover team. We can't look at, oh, Drake May don't have that much playoff experience and all that.
yeah,
Look who's at the helm of it.
right,
They have a head coach with playoff experience, winning playoff experience,
mhm,
Super Bowl playoff experience.
mhm,
All that comes into factor.
mhm.
No offense to D'Amico Ryans, though. I still love you.
For sure, yeah, no, and I think D'Amico Ryan's a phenomenal coach as well, but how's your offense gonna respond? 'Cause like you said, the Patriots team is complete. This is a complete team. The stakes are a one-sided team. Yeah, like I said, I think CJ Stroud can play good football? Yeah, when he's not making bad choices. But
Yes.
last week did not sell me on his playoff performance or his playoff trajectory. Bro, you had 5 fumbles, right? Not only that, what was your stats from the pocket? Let's see here. Let's go back to the stats here. CJ Stroud performance from last week. He was 21 of 32. He had for 250 yards. He had 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So you committed multiple turnovers. The biggest thing for you was the run game. Woody Marks had 112 yards on 19 carries, right? A touchdown. So that was your biggest thing. That was your biggest takeaway from the game. Are you
Yeah.
going to get 160 plus rush yards again this week against a Patriots team at home in the cold? Y'all playing stadiums. You in Houston, you don't need to play outside, and y'all in Houston. That's weird. Bro, it don't even get cold. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so how are you gonna adapt to the environment? What type of game? You couldn't even hold a ball. What they play last? Yeah, you couldn't even hold a ball in the freezing cold last week. Come on,
And they might be playing in some snow, dog,
right?
because
So,
it's starting to get
man,
some snowy weather on the east
I
side.
don't know what
If it's gonna be snowing down here on Sunday morning, I'm sure it's gonna be snowing up there.
I don't know what they were drinking. Cause yeah, they wasn't drinking something. It was something that they shouldn't have had on TV for sure. Cause
Sugar-free Crystal Light.
they was on something heavy because they were tripping. Yeah, but I'm taking the Patriots, man. I'm taking the Patriots. Cause you hit all the points, right? The Patriots way is here, right? This is a team and an organization that has success for years, and in a decade, in the last 20 years, they won 6 Super Bowls. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
know you lose count after a while, don't you?
right, it's a lot. But this is an organization that expects to win, especially when they're in prime position like this. And this is a fan base that expects to win. And you know what I mean? So like they haven't been here in a long time. They thought this was gonna take more than 10 years to get to this point again after they lost Tom and all these other guys. But no, they said no, we're here. And I think they're coming to show up today, tomorrow afternoon, sorry. So I'm taking the Patriots because yeah, there's no way that I'm trusting CJ Stroud to go outplay Drake May. I'm just yeah. Last game of the week. Bears Rams. Oh my goodness, there's some good matchups this week. Oh my goodness, man. Ooh, wee boy. Bears Rams. Rams said, Panthers, you played well, but I'm just gonna stick this knife a little bit deeper, put you out your misery. Put them down.
Yeah.
Bears, they said, oh, that's cute. Last time I checked, I think Bears eat cheese. They ate cheese. And now the question mark this week, Caleb Williams' performance. Because Jordan Love outplayed the Bears last week. The Bears, the
Jordan Love showed out
the
last week.
Packers defense did not show up. And which again, that was our question mark, right? You losing key pieces, you losing Michael Parker, you losing these guys. You know, are they gonna be able to keep these guys off the field? Because Ben Johnson is a engineered offensive coordinator. This guy, thinks outside the box when it comes to offensive, concepts and all these type of things. I mean, not offensive coordinator, he's a head coach, but he's an offensive minded head coach, excuse me.
Yeah.
But now you're going up against a guy similar to that in a Sean McVay with a defense way better. So the Rams get up on these guys, right? And granted, they had a tough environment last week. Going to Carolina down, and then that last drive, it came and took the life out of the Panthers, right? That's what the Rams are capable of doing, right? So the Rams defense have to look at themselves in the mirror. We gave up 31 points to a young, up-and-coming team. You know what I mean? So how are we going to be able to stifle this type of offense that Ben Johnson is going to play, right? Caleb Williams got to play better. Matthew Stafford, he gonna play well, most likely. You know, but
Playoff
the
Stafford.
Bears defense does create turnovers. But that defense is not really good. So this is a battle of the run games, right? But also what offense coordinator makes more plays in the sense of untraditional methods, right? Who has more eye candy? Who takes guys out of position, right? Who has the best matchups, right? That's what I'm thinking in this type of game because that's what it's going to come down to, right? Bears have home field advantage, but ultimately, they're not really that good enough team to go down big on the team like the Rams because the Rams have experience. They've been here before. Right, they was in the same position last year where they was one game away from winning the NFC Championship game, right, on the road, right, fighting to the end. Now they get to do it all over again, right? Same type of environment, cold, snowy, whatever it might be. They was here doing it. So, man, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna take the Rams just because the defense, right? The offense is gonna do their thing, right? Puka Nacua, it's phenomenal. Matthew Stafford, of course, dog. He's phenomenal. You got Devontae Adams, right? You got pieces. They have the pieces. Sean McVay mind over there, right?
Yeah.
But the Bears, man, I just Caleb Williams is that question mark. Like I said, quarterback play in the playoffs is essential. And I think this kid is phenomenal. I think he can make throws. He can make probably any throw on the field, right? He's a talent, right? But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see them, knocking off the Rams. If you knock off the Rams, you gotta put them down early. You gotta go up big, 21 plus points. Third quarter, you gotta be up 21 plus points. And then that run game for the Bears to take over. But other than that, man, if you just sit back and you constantly gotta throw the ball with Caleb Williams, I just think Jared versing that front four, that front seven, gonna get after those guys and make his night, make his night miserable. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, you kinda hit everything on the mark right there, cause I just wanted to point out how Jordan Love just kinda had him an incredible game last week, like, outstanding game last
I
week,
just knew
and now you
I just knew the
you
Packers
said
were
what?
gonna win. I knew they were gonna win because the guy played phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, it just looked like it was about to just get out of hand, and then, but hey, you're coming up against Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, who's also sent up there in the running for MVP, probably gonna be the oldest MVP, if I'm correct, probably the oldest MVP in NFL history if he wins it. But, yeah, the cardiac bear thing won't happen with this team. Like, them late starts and you gotta kinda rev up the engine in the second half and it gets colder, they play better and stuff like that.
Mhm,
That won't work with the Rams. The Rams aren't going to, excuse my language, but piss away a league.
mhm,
They're not going to do that in this situation right here. Rams, I'm taking them in this
yeah,
game. I wouldn't be surprised if Caleb plays better, but if they play how they did in the beginning of the game with Green Bay
right.
against the Rams, man, the Rams will go up big, then they'll just they'll just manage to clock the rest of the game.
For sure, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, man. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week for Caleb Williams. He can't have that type of performance against this Rams defense for sure. Rams team
Nope.
overall. Again, the offense is powerful, right? The defense is versatile. They fly around. They're aggressive, and yeah, they can't go down big against the Rams because they're definitely gonna lose. So yeah, we got Rams winning over the Bears. We got the Patriots defeating the Texans. I got the Seahawks. You got the 49ers, and we both got the Bills. So that is our bracket for the divisional round. Looking forward to it. Again, it's kicking off today at 4:30 p.m. on CBS. Bills Broncos, probably the most anticipated matchup of the weekend for sure, for sure. Just because it's Josh Allen futures on the line of what type of quarterback you're going to be. Are you going to be a quarterback who can win when the opportunity presents itself, or are you going to be a quarterback that just can't get it done? Because that's going to be the headline. Win or lose, that's going to be the headline. So looking forward to that. 49ers Seahawks, right? Sam Darnold, Seahawks, New Year career, back-to-back 14-plus win season. One of 5-6 quarterbacks in the history of the NFL to be able to do that. What type of quarterback is going to show up against the 49ers today at home? 8 p.m. on Fox tonight.
Yeah.
Then Patriots, Texans, baby. Patriots way is in full effect. Texas say, man, hey, our defense is like that. We move things in different directions, but we shall see if the Patriots way continues to go forward, and if CJ Stroud can outdo Drake May, we shall see. But we got the Patriots tomorrow, 3 p.m. ABC, ESPN. Then the game of the night or evening to wrap up the divisional round, 6:30 p.m. tomorrow, NBC on Peacock. Cold in Soldier Field, windy, right? They call it the Windy City for a reason. It's gonna be freezing. It's gonna be cold. Rams coming in, they play in LA where it's nice palm trees and they got a beautiful stadium and all these type of things. But they say, hey, we can play you anywhere, and that's what we want to do. So they coming into Chicago to try to get a victory. We think they're gonna get a victory, but Caleb Williams and the Bears, they're a team that have a don't die attitude, and we shall see. So I mean, it's phenomenal games all weekend long. Make sure y'all pull back up here next week. We will have updated information from the NFL divisional round and a look ahead to the NFC and the AFC championship rounds. And then Super Bowl weekend will be here before we know it, ladies and gentlemen. So NFL is done. NFL season is done. Basically, 4 more weeks of the NFL season. And then college football is done as well Monday. So let's get into it as we preview the college football playoff championship. The little engine that could, baby. College version. Indiana Hoosier. Man, you know, even the Miami Hurricanes, right? The Miami Hurricanes have went on this run just like we expected Josh Allen to do, right? You a lower seed, right? You're the favorite early in the year. Really ain't had a season you wanted to have, but now everything's in front of you, and that's what the Miami Hurricanes did. They took their opportunity. They said, we get in this playoffs, we're going to make it happen, right? I mean, Crystal Ball has been coaching these guys phenomenal. Carson Beck has been evolving over these last couple of games. He's here now, right? He has experience. He has this ability to get into these moments and say, hey, I've had the Georgia way. I've been, I know what that G meant to me in my heart, and they prepared me for this moment. And now he's showing it.
Mhm.
So, I mean, with this Indiana team, man, they taking guys draft stock. They freaking they putting guys in laundry bags and throwing them in a dryer and turning it on and beating them up. I mean, this Indiana team, I mean, wow, dude. So you got a veteran, mature team in Indiana who not playing around, and then you got you got a mix of the young and old in Miami. Two head coaches who have not been in this moment for their own selves, who have coached on a championship level with the Alabamas with these different programs. But man, I just want to see a competitive game. Right, the Hurricane fan base, they hype, they at home and blah blah blah, blase blase. This Indiana team, they don't care where they play you at. They play like they eat nails for breakfast for sure. Like they play football like they eat nails for breakfast. And I was sleeping on them for a while, right? I'm in my Georgia bubble. We that type of team. We the type of team that eat nails for breakfast. But Indiana Hoosiers,
You just say you was in that Georgia bubble.
I'm in the Georgia bubble, baby. I'm a dog for life. You know what I'm saying? Dog for life, baby.
Well, I tried to tell you. Well, I was a believer in this Indiana defense. I just
Yeah.
wasn't a believer into the offense until this playoffs came around.
This is a complete team, cuz.
Yeah, I was
Man,
like, this is
7:30
it.
p.m. Monday night, man, down in Miami. Oh my goodness. I mean, what is it, ESPN, ABC? Well, I know ESPN for sure.
Mhm.
But man, championship Monday, baby.
Do
Championship.
they know who they getting it in with, bro? This is Signetti, bro. This is Darth Signetti, bro. Like this is like the Empire Strikes Back, the
Right.
college football version. This man is not fazed by nothing. He hasn't cracked a smile.
Even when I told you the other day I had saw him go up and he wasn't emotional and stuff like that. He said
Yeah.
I really appreciate it because it was a press conference years ago where he said this or something I saw it was past tense. He was like, if I expect my team to not be emotional, to just, whatever comes at the game, every high, every low moment, high moment, and I want them to be the same. I want them to stay focused. He said, I got to do the same as well. And I appreciate that because me, type of coach I am a passionate coach. I'm intense. I'm hyping you up when we good. I'm on you when we down. But to learn how to be that through and through, all the way through the game, no matter what, that helps my team do the same. And I appreciate that. So that's something I'm gonna try to practice on. But you see that in his team. You see that in his team. Even when them guys dominate, of course, what's the word I'm looking for? Emotions are gonna be, normal. You're gonna be happy because you execute well, you do anything, and I'm gonna be happy for them. But him as being the head, he's just like straight business. All right. Just like he said, he can celebrate with his coaches afterwards. Right. He can smile and crack smiles and be happy about how they perform afterwards with his coaches. But on the field, he's just straight business. And I like that about him. I like that about him a lot. So, man, cousin, I just want to be a competitive game. I don't want Indiana to blow Miami out. I don't want Miami to blow Indiana out, which I doubt that happens. But, man, I'm gonna take Indiana just because I want to take Miami too. Because my little brother, he a Miami Hurricane fan, and his Miami Hurricane fan base is this is what they want, right? This is what they want. But man, this is gonna be that biggest test of the day. You think they play hard against Ohio State? Man, Miami going, boy. They gotta play a perfect game. Carson Beck gotta play a perfect game. He darn near gotta complete every pass, right? You can't make a mistake. You can't make one mistake against the Indiana team because they're gonna capitalize off of it. And then you gotta try to stop their offense. Like, so I mean, this is gonna be the biggest test for Miami. If they win this game, this is gonna be the best playoff run since the 16 team playoffs has been established. Because you come in, you start beat Texas A&M on the road. That was a tough game. You score a touchdown
Wait,
in the fourth
12.
quarter.
We had 12. We ain't went to
I'm
16 yet.
sorry, 12. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said 16. Don't go to
Yeah,
16
it's
either. Don't go to 16.
oh boy, they talking about one day possibly going to 24, bro.
Man, come on, bro. Make it whatever. But don't go to 16. But this is gonna be the best 12-man team. 12-team playoff run since the 12-team playoff has been established. Right. Miami going on the
I
road with
think
Texas A&M.
this the first year, I think.
This is the second year. We did it
This the
again.
second year?
We lost the Sugar Bowl last year twice. Remember?
Oh yeah.
But we ain't
Man, they keep changing it around, dog. I keep forgetting.
but
Every time we turn around, they add more teams.
Texas A&M on the road to beat them. You face Ohio State. You find a way to beat Ohio State. One the favorite, right? The champion from last year, knock them off. Then you go against this Ole Miss team, and you just don't die, right? You just don't give up, right? Carson Beck, his game has improved each round. Now this is where he had to reach the pinnacle, right? This is we talked about it last year. He should come back to play his 5th year, and he came back for this exact moment to win a national championship. So what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Then on the other side of the ball, man, you got some dogs over there. I mean, this Indiana team, they ain't had no type of resistance from nobody. They've been bringing the belt all. It just come here, come here. I got something for you all year. They ain't.
Dang, yeah, actually ain't even getting the sound this time, man. I can't
Oh,
even hear the
I
belt this
I
time.
can hear it, and they whooping on them, but you get it. You know the whooping is coming because that's what they doing to them. But man, like it's
You think they gonna steal Mike Irvin belt? You think they gonna take his belt from us?
I don't know, cuz they do. They might pounce on them because boy, this Indiana team is not playing. So it's gonna be a good one though. It's gonna be a good one. Like I said, they had old boy from Oregon as the number 2 quarterback coming out of the draft.
Oh, Dante Moore?
I didn't see that anyway from his performance all year. Well, I don't know what I don't like I said, I don't know what
This the
analytics.
first time I've heard that since the beginning of the season.
And then, I mean, they just said, "You going where?" You said back to Oregon. Okay, yeah, we thought so. Yeah, because that's where you going. But man, I mean, it's been, cousin. I'm taking
You
Indiana.
gonna go to Oregon with Dylan Raiola? This is gonna be
Well,
interesting.
Dylan Raiola already said he gonna sit behind old boy. You know.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So whatever.
Mhm.
People gonna compete, but Oregon gonna be Oregon. They gonna be irrelevant. They ain't gonna win no Big Ten championship. They're not gonna be good. They're gonna be good enough just to be we look good. We got good players coming out of there, but they're not gonna get over these powerhouses like Ohio State. They're not gonna get over these powerhouses like the Indiana, because Indiana's here to stay. They're not going anywhere. They got bro. I was looking at the portal. They got they got 50 guys out of the portal or something like that. They got a lot of guys coming out of the portal to want to go play for them because this is. I mean, it's here, right? Cignetti said, "Hey, I'm about to be the Big Ten. I'm about to run the Big Ten." That's what he said. That's what he said.
3-star 3-star recruits and NILs get the job done.
Man, so yeah, I'm taking Indiana. I just don't see Miami being able to stop this team, man. They're a machine right now. They're rolling the right way, and they're just, yeah. If you've been waiting for the right moment to share your story, your ideas, or your God-giving voice with the world, this is it. Riverside is the all-in-one studio built for creators who want professional-grade production, effortless publishing, and a smooth, stress-free recording experience. Whether you're launching a podcast, recording interviews, or creating video content, Riverside gives you everything you need to sound and look like a pro, even from home. So, if you've been thinking about starting a podcast, leveling up your content, or finally stepping into the calling on your life, Riverside is where you begin. Use my link to sign up and start creating with clarity, confidence, and excellence. Your voice matters, and Riverside's helps you share it with the world.
Ain't no point even asking me, dog. This has been an incredible college football season. I can't wait till next year.
Right, yeah.
So,
So,
I feel like that just says enough right there.
yeah,
It's been an
man.
incredible college football season.
Yeah, so it's sad it's coming to an end Monday night, but it
Oh,
all
yeah,
good
it
things
might
got
come
to
to an
end.
end devastatingly, but hey.
I hope not. We shall see though, man. But be on the lookout. We looking forward to it. We're gonna have coverage on Monday. I won't be doing a live. I'll be at my meeting, but I will have some type of coverage throughout the week. After we're gonna be back on Thursday. We'll talk about it. But yeah, man, I'm expecting Indiana to come out on top, man, and have a perfect season. Have a perfect season. Wow, like perfect season to go out on top, win a national championship. That's it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Probably won't see that again.
Right. I believe the year we played against TCU. Did we have a perfect year that year? Let me see. We didn't win 16 games because we didn't have that many games, but let me see.
I don't think we have perfect. We might have had a
UGA's
perfect year.
TCU championship year. Let me see. I think we probably lost one. No, we were 15-0. Yeah, we were 15-0. Yeah.
So we're the last team to do it.
Yeah, we were 15-0. Yeah, so but they'll have an opportunity. We beat them. I beat them Georgia team, man. Stetson Bennett. I miss you, bro. I love you, dog. Hey, Gunnar Stockton is like that though, but we just had weapons, bro. We had
Boy.
Powers, Lamb, our offensive team, we had defense. We had defense and offense. Like, bro, our offensive team was just like, dude, it was nobody you could just, we gonna go to this guy. We're gonna go to this guy, bro. No. We had it. We had it. But yeah, we went 15-0 that year. I thought we did because we had beat LSU in the SEC championship, and then we went on that run. So yeah, 15-0, baby. So yeah, man. Indiana got opportunity to be in rare air, baby. Come on, join them dogs. You know what I mean? And I expect them to, because them boys play like some dogs. But yeah, be on the lookout as the playoff championship continues and wraps up the college season Monday night, 7:30 p.m. on ESPN. moving on to the NBA season. NBA season, ladies and gentlemen. So, I don't know what's going on with these Hawks. I'm not gonna talk about them too much, because I'm not in their space.
How's it going for you? Cause tell me about them Hawks, dog. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Jalen
How you
Johnson,
feeling, dog?
he going backwards. I ain't seen a triple double in 3, 4, 5 games. I mean, I know it's been a norm. I've been expecting it out of him, but hey, that's what you need. That's what you want to be, this new star, right? You want to be this new guy for the Hawks. You got to make it happen, right? I mean, I don't know. Got dominated by the Lakers Tuesday, right? Thursday lost to the Trailblazers by 16. So, hey, we're gonna get into it though. So NBA results from Thursdays as follows. We had a Berlin game that happened that early that morning. The Magic defeated the Grizzlies 118 and 111. My wife said she had a dream that John Morant was gonna be a Hawk. So we shall see. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still not gonna follow him. It was a couple days ago that she brought it up. She said, "What's that kid
Yes.
name?" But yeah, yeah,
She had a dream he was gonna be a Hawk.
yeah, but
That's crazy. She had a dream that he was gonna be a Hawk, and he just bought a house in Miami. I mean, what are the coincidences?
well, I mean, Miami not that far from Atlanta, but I don't know. I don't care where he go. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know, but I'm not watching.
I don't think Atlanta is somewhere that he should come.
I'm gonna be on
I
the.
don't
I'm gonna be on
think
the
for
outside.
multiple reasons.
Right, I'm gonna be on the outside looking in. Keep him out the trenches. You gonna say Atlanta? All right, that's all I gotta say. Right.
Yeah,
Most of the
yeah.
teams, but see the thing about Atlanta bigger than Memphis though. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to go you have to really go look for the trenches. Like Memphis is a place where you turn around, you do a circle of trenches on each side. You know what I mean? Like Memphis is tiny, so like you don't have too many places to turn where you can't see the trenches. Atlanta's a bigger city, so like the trenches are there
Mm,
and throughout the city, but you have to kind of go look for it, to be access to it. You know what I mean? The trenches can come to you there, but because they all on filled all these black hooligans. But I love the city. Shout out to the A. But I'm just saying though, it's you have to go. Atlanta's a place you turn on the wrong street, you're like, oh dang, I ain't know this was right here. That's how Atlanta is. It's not
yeah.
just open. So, but yeah, 101 to 117. The Trailblazers defeated the Hawks. The Pistons defeated the Suns 108 to 105. The Celtics defeated the Heat 119 to 114. The Thunder defeated the Rockets 111 to 91. The Spurs defeated the Bucks 119 to 101. The Mavericks beat up on the Jazz 144 to 122. The Warriors defeated the Knicks 126 to 113. We got that drama in Golden State with Kuminga. Bring Kuminga down to Atlanta. See what he can build with him too. Him and Jalen Johnson, those type of guys. See what he can build with those guys.
I'll take Michael Porter because he's available. He's apparently available, and Golden State, they've been talking, and he might end up in Golden State. But if Atlanta could go after anybody, my pick, I say go after Michael Porter.
For sure, Michael Porter.
That man's a
He's a
menace.
scorer. Yeah, he could, especially with a franchise like Atlanta, he could be able to still have that same effect and do the same type of things he's doing with Brooklyn. Right? We need
Mhm.
scores. And then the Hornets put a whooping on the Lakers, 135 to 117. And we were speaking about the Hornets off air, right? This Hornets team is a scary team, right? Maybe not this year, but these young guys are they're gonna be the future, right? This Hornets team is going to be competitive at a high level in the Eastern Conference for a lot of years to come, and they're showing it. They're putting it on display, right? I think they're the one head coach away. I think this head coach they have now, he's okay, but I think they find a head coach to really bring the best potential out of all these guys. I think they freaking skyrocket for sure. That's my opinion. I think they're one of the up and coming teams over the next 3-4 seasons. They're going to really be championship competitors for sure. Like highly competitive and highly favored to win an NBA championship over the next 3-4 years for
Mhm.
sure. Then Friday's matchups in the NBA, we had the Pacers defeat the Pelicans 127 to 119. We had the Cavaliers with back-to-back wins over the 76ers this week. They defeated the 76ers 117 to 115. The Nets over the Bulls 112 to 109. We had an overtime victory for the Clippers. They defeated the Raptors 121 to 117. The Rockets defeated the Timberwolves 110 to 105. And the Kings defeated the Wizards 128 to 115. For today's matchups, kicking off at 5, we got the Mavericks hosting the Jazz. Tonight at 7:30 p.m. on NBA TV, we got the Knicks hosting the Suns. We got the Hawks going up against the Celtics. We got the Pacers going up against the Pistons. We got the Heat hosting the Thunder. We have the Spurs going up against the Timberwolves. We have the Warriors hosting the Hornets tonight. The Wizards going up against the Nuggets, and we have the Trailblazers hosting the Lakers tonight at 10 p.m. on NBA TV. Sunday's matchups in the NBA, we have a 12 p.m. game tomorrow on Prime Video, where they will be playing in London. The NBA London game will be between the Grizzlies and the Magic. I guess they're on that the European tour. They were in Berlin, now they're in London. And then the Nets going up against the Bulls. The Rockets hosting the Pelicans. The Hornets going up against the Nuggets. The Kings hosting the Trailblazers, and the Raptors going up against the Lakers. So be on the lookout for next week to see what goes on in the NBA and have updated information from that. Moving on to the Unrivaled League. Unrivaled League results from Friday from last night is as follows. We had the Phantom fall to the Laces 76-75, and we had the Hive defeat the Rose 78-75. For today's matchups and tomorrow's matchups, today, tomorrow, and Monday, you got Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday games in the Unrivaled League. Saturday matchups tonight, at 7:30 p.m. on True TV. The Lunar Isles will be hosting the Mist, and tonight at 8:45 p.m. on True TV, the Breeze will be going up against the Vinyl. For Sunday's matchups in the Unrivaled League, Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. on True TV, you have the Laces hosting the Rose Basketball Club, and then tomorrow night at 8:45 p.m. on True TV, you have the Hive going up against the Phantom. For Monday night, you have two matchups on TNT or True TV is where you can find both of these games. At 8 p.m. Monday night, we have the Mist Basketball Club hosting the Breeze. And then at 9:15 p.m. on Monday night, we have the Vinyl going up against the Lunar Isle. And again, both of those matchups can be found Monday night on TNT or True TV. And the games for tonight and tomorrow night can be found exclusively on True TV or HBO Max. So yeah, it's been going pretty well. Unrivaled League's been ramping up. The competition has been there over the last couple of days, right? The games have gotten better. And the standings
been going off.
The standings are as follows. The Laces and the Rose Basketball Club both have 3 wins over their first 4 games, followed by the Mist and Breeze. They have 2 wins and one loss. And then the Phantom are tied at 2-2. And then the 3 teams with losing records are the Hive, the Vinyl, and the Lunar Isles. And the Lunar Isles have not won a game yet in the Unrivaled League. So be on the lookout for their first victory, and they'll try to get it done against the Vinyl Monday night. So be on the lookout. Oh, I'm sorry, tonight against the Mist. Actually, they play tonight against the Mist. So yeah, they're looking to get their first win of the season, season 2 of the Unrivaled League. Moving on to the National Hockey League. National Hockey League results from this week is as follows. Moving back to Thursday games, we had let me get it pulled up here. Man, it's funky. The Sabres defeated the Canadiens 5-3. The Penguins defeated the Flyers 6-3. The Sharks defeated the Capitals 3-2. The Blue Jackets defeated the Canucks 4-1. The Jets defeated the Wild 6-2. The Flames defeated the Blackhawks 3-1. The Mammoth defeated the Stars 2-1. The Islanders defeated the Oilers 1-0. And the Golden Knights defeated the Maple Leafs in overtime 6-5. Friday results in the National Hockey League is as follows. We had the Red Wings defeat the Sharks 4-2. We had the Hurricanes absolutely dominate the Panthers 9-1. We had the Blues defeat the Lightning 3-2. The Predators.
Wait, you just say 9-1?
9-1, cousin.
Golly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch some Hurricane games. They play up in Raleigh. I'm gonna go take the family up there probably this year before the season over with.
That goalie needs to be benched.
Get them out the building. The Predators defeated the Avalanche 7-3, and the Ducks defeated the Kings 3-2.
What says what? Is this normal? Like, I'm used to hockey games being so kind of just tight.
Right, 2-1 and 3-1 maybe.
Yeah, y'all here dropping 9-1s and 7-3. These goalies need to be benched.
It's like a baseball score. Like, jeez.
Right, and even baseball didn't used to be like that.
Right.
Baseball was hip tight.
Right. My boy be putting 14, 15 runs, 22 runs on people. Like, goodness gracious. For National Hockey League today, we have one game at 12:30 p.m. on the National Hockey League Network. The Sabres will be hosting the Wild. The rest of these matchups can be found later on tonight on ESPN Plus, but we do have one more primetime game tonight at 7 p.m. on the National Hockey League Network. The Jets host the Maple Leafs. But other than that, all these matchups can be found on ESPN Plus or your local channels for these different states or cities that these teams play out of. So the slate for today is as follows. The Rangers are going up against the Flyers. The Flames hosting the Islanders. The Kraken going up against the Mammoth. The Senators are hosting the Canadiens. The Hurricanes going up against the Devils. The Penguins hosting the Blue Jackets. The Panthers are going up against the Capitals. The Blackhawks hosting the Bruins. The Canucks hosting the Oilers. The Predators going up against the Golden Knights. And we have the Ducks hosting the Kings. For Sunday's matchups in the National Hockey League, tomorrow at 2 p.m. on the network, we have the Stars hosting the Lightning. We have two more matchups on ESPN Plus. The Red Wings hosting the Senators and the Blues going up against the Oilers. So be on the lookout for updated information on the National Hockey League as the season continues. And I have not heard anything about the four nations thing. I have not heard any more information about that, cousin. So
Man, they should definitely bring that
yeah,
back. That had me
yeah,
interested. Like, I haven't watched hockey in forever, and like when they did that right there, I had to tune in.
yeah. I
That
was
was
I
cool.
was locked in too. Yeah, that was the most hockey I watched all last year. So I want to get back more into it, but I enjoy going to the games more than seeing it on TV. It's just my thing until the playoffs. That's just how I am. But looking forward to it. Getting into the NCAA men's and women's top 25. NCAA men's top 25 results from this week is as follows. I pointed out in the game against Ole Miss the other day. I don't know if you had got my message about that, but that was rough. That was a tough one. But the
I
fundamentals
saw that.
got to box out, man. We got to box out. Like I said, I don't know what led us to overtime, but I'm gonna be tuned into the game today against Arkansas because that's a game that we need to win, right? We luckily still in the top 25. Not luckily, this is a good basketball team, right? This is a good basketball team. Mike White has assembled this season, but we just got to put it together. It's a young team too. That's another thing about it. It's a young team, but it's mixed in with some veteran guys too. But we gotta find ways to be better. So from Thursday's matchup, we had number 9 Gonzaga defeat Washington State 86-65. For today's matchups kicking off at 12 p.m. on Fox, we got number 3 UConn going up against Georgetown. Number 13 Illinois hosting Minnesota. At 12 p.m. on ESPN2, we got number 16 Virginia going up against SMU. This SMU team is a team that can shoot threes at a high rate. They've beat teams
Mhm.
like North Carolina, right? They found a way to beat good teams by shooting a good three ball. So I expect them to try to do the same against Virginia later on today at 12 p.m. on ESPN2. We got number 4 Tennessee hosting Kentucky at 12 p.m. on ESPN. Number 25 Seton Hall hosting Butler at 12 p.m. on TNT or True TV. We got a 1 p.m. matchup on the SEC Network today. Number 18 Alabama going up against Oklahoma. We got number 2 Iowa State going up against Cincinnati. A top 25 ranked matchup in the SEC. Number 10 Vanderbilt coming off their first loss of the year with a loss this past week. And then number 19 Florida, they're trying to play their best. Excuse me, they're trying to play their best basketball. Ever since that game they beat Georgia, they've been on a streak. So they're looking to keep it up against a hot, hungry Vanderbilt team. Right, I know a team that just came off a loss, not something they've been used to this year. So I'm expecting them to bounce back pretty heavily. That's going to be a good game at 2 p.m. on ESPN. We got number 22 Clemson hosting Miami at 2:15 p.m. today on the CW network. Number 23 Utah going up against Grand Canyon. Number 1 Arizona going up against UCF at 4 p.m. today on ESPN. We got a top 25 ranked matchup in the SEC. Number 21 Georgia hosting number 17 Arkansas at 4 p.m. on ESPN2. The Stag should be rocking. That's a game I'm probably looking forward to going to this year as well. Get to a Bulldogs basketball game. Number 4 Michigan going up against Oregon today at 4 p.m. on NBC. Number 8 Nebraska going up against Northwestern. Number 14 North Carolina with a huge ACC matchup against California at 4 p.m. on the ACC network. Number 5 Purdue going up against USC. Number 6 Duke going up against Stanford today at 6 p.m. on the ACC network. Number 12 Michigan State going up against Washington. We got a top 15 ranked matchup between number 15 Texas Tech and they hosted number 11 BYU in the Big 12. Them BYU and Texas Tech game is going to be intense. BYU got knocked off by Texas Tech a couple of times this year. So, the basketball program going to be looking to right some wrongs at 8 p.m. tonight on ESPN. Number 20 Louisville going up against Pitt at 8 p.m. tonight on ESPN2. And then number 9 Gonzaga is going up against Seattle University. For Sunday's matchups in the NCAA men's top 25, we have one matchup tomorrow. Number 7 Houston is hosting Arizona State at 6:30 p.m. on ESPN. Moving on to NCAA women's top 25. Well, we had a thriller down in South Carolina the other day between South Carolina and Texas. Ooh, you talking about a good game, but that was a good game, cuz. But we had a top 25 ranked matchup Thursday against number 9 Louisville and number 23 Notre Dame. Louisville defeated Notre Dame 79-66. We had number 5 Vanderbilt defeat Mississippi State 89-84. We had number 1 UConn dominate Villanova 99-50. We had number 2 South Carolina versus number 4 Texas in a huge SEC matchup, a potential SEC championship matchup, a potential NCAA tournament matchup, NCAA championship matchup, right? 68-65. South Carolina is a young team again. Number 4 Texas girls. Texas basketball has always been pretty solid, but young team as well. And both of these teams are definitely representing the SEC in the right way. But South Carolina got it done. We had number 7 Kentucky defeat Florida 94-89. We had number 8 Michigan defeat number 25 Illinois 85-69. We had number 15 Michigan State defeat number 24 Nebraska 73-71. We had number 11 Iowa defeat Oregon 74-66. Number 12 Maryland defeated USC 62-55, and we had an upset out of Auburn. We had unranked Auburn defeat number 21 Alabama 58-54. For today's matchups in the NCAA Women's Top 25, kicking off at 2 p.m., we have number 17 Texas Tech. They are currently undefeated. They are hosting Kansas State. They are one of the top only defeated teams in the country right now. They, along with them, I believe it's UCLA. Hold on, let me see here. I believe it's
Connecticut,
UCLA, and them. I believe they are the only.
Vanderbilt.
Okay, so Vanderbilt, yeah, Vanderbilt as well too. Yeah, so 4 teams left that are undefeated right now.
Texas Tech.
Jeez. Okay, just keep it going, cuz. How many teams we got in the NCAA Women's Top 25 that's undefeated?
We got Texas Tech.
Okay.
We got Vanderbilt. We got Connecticut. I'm trying to make sure am I missing anybody? Let's see here.
I think UCLA is still undefeated.
No, they're 15-1.
They got one loss, yeah. Yeah, they got one loss.
Yeah, so I got Texas Tech, Vanderbilt, Connecticut.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Okay. So 3 teams. So yeah, they'll be looking to continue their undefeated streak against Kansas State. We got number 22 Princeton hosting Dartmouth. Number 18 Baylor going up against BYU, and we got number 10 TCU hosting Arizona. For Sunday's matchups kicking off tomorrow at 12 p.m. on the SEC Network, we got the Lady Bulldogs hosting number 16 Ole Miss, looking to right or wrong. Let's go, girls. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. on the ACC Network, number 9 Louisville going up against NC State tomorrow at 1 p.m. on ESPN2. We got number 2 South Carolina looking to pounce on Copen State tomorrow at 12 p.m. Don't know where they at. Number 19 Iowa State going up against Oklahoma tomorrow at 1 p.m. on Fox. We got a top 25 ranked matchup in the We Back Pat tomorrow at 2 p.m. on the SEC Network. Number 21 Alabama hosting number 20 Tennessee. We have another top 25 ranked matchup in the We Back Pat. Number 13 Oklahoma hosting number 6 LSU tomorrow at 3 p.m. on ESPN2. Number 7 Kentucky going up against Mississippi State. Number 25 Illinois hosting Northwestern. A top 25 ranked matchup in the Big Ten between number 3 UCLA and number 12 Maryland tomorrow evening at 4 p.m. on NBC. Number 4 Texas hosting Texas A&M tomorrow at 4 p.m. on the SEC Network. And then we have a top 25 ranked matchup to wrap up the NCAA men's and women's top 25 with a Big Ten matchup between number 11 Iowa and number 15 Michigan State tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. So be on the lookout again as the Sports Huddle continues to be brought to you. All right, again, thank you to all my sponsors, Sugarcane Sweet Shop, Riverside, for you all love and support, and most of all, you all, right? Our audiences, our family, our fans, our grateful family is what we recognize you all as, and we appreciate you all love and support because without you all, the success of this podcast would not be able to go anywhere, and it's all because of you all. So we appreciate you. Make sure y'all go check out my cousin Papa Dennis, host of Just Unconventional Podcast. He informed me that a episode will be released. You said Monday?
Yep.
Monday, a new episode will be released Monday, so we'll be looking forward to see what type of material he brings to us. And just be on the lookout, right? Each and every day here, you can find some type of positive spiritual approach to your relationship with Jehovah God and Jesus Christ. And I appreciate my voice and me being a vessel and a tool to be able to help spread that good news to all the inhabited earth. So we love y'all. Cousin, I appreciate you always showing up, man. Papa Dennis in the building, fellas and ladies. Y'all be blessed. You have a great day, cuz. And until next time. Peace.
Peace, peace.